Yo, what's up, guys? So I searched the entire internet and I was not able to find a single video of how to upgrade the internal SSD on the AYN Loki Max. That's right, I wasn't able to find a single one. There is a video on AYN's official YouTube channel of disassembling the entire device, but they never once specifically talk about upgrading the SSD itself. So today you're going to see it here first. We're going to be upgrading the internal SSD on the AYN Loki Max. We're going to be going from the original 512 gigabyte SSD to a 1 terabyte SSD. So let's not waste any time. Let's just get into it. So it's a pretty easy process, I will say. I've replaced the SSD on a number of these handheld devices, and the AYN Loki Max is one of the easiest to replace the SSD. So that is just a good thing to know right off the bat for anyone that may be sort of hesitant to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is just turn off the device here. So we can either shut it down or use the power button, but we'll just use the shutdown button just so we know it's completely off. So first, shut it down. Okay, so we shut it down. Once you see those lights go off, you know it's completely shut down. Now, if you have an SD card inside of your Loki Max, just make sure you take that out. I'm not sure if removing the back breaks the SD card like it does on the Steam Deck. I don't think it does, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So take your SD card, put that to the side, leave this little flap open. So now the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just bring the case out just so I have something to rest the Loki Max in while we're doing this. I don't want to rest it directly on the table. So bring the case out just so we don't have to rest it on the table. Now we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a screwdriver. This is a size 000 Phillips screwdriver. So this is a 000 Phillips screwdriver, and then just a standard 0 Phillips screwdriver. You could do it with just this one, but this one does give a little bit more leverage for the screws inside. So for the external screws, we have 4 external screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4 external screws, and then we can pry off the back. So let's get these screws off and get into the device. Okay, so once you have all your screws loose, you can start prying off the back. So you just want to find where the line is, where the back meets the front. So you can use a pry tool. Just want to get that in there. So start prying it off. So then we're going to get the side also, pry that off. Okay, so once you get all the screws out and you pry off the back, you can go ahead and open it up now. So now we have the back off and open. And now we are inside of the Loki Max. So now there's just 3 more screws we need to loosen and get out before we can get to the SSD, which is right here below the fan unit here. So now we get our other screwdriver. There's just 2 screws on the fan, so just loosen these screws on the fan. Okay, once you get your 2 fan screws out, there's just this little piece of like thermal padding tape up here. You just want to peel that back. That's going to help you to get the fan out much easier. Don't try to pull the fan out without, I guess, taking this away, because that's going to stop it from messing that piece up. So you just peel this back here, and now you can lift the fan up. Just lift it up. You don't have to take it all the way out. There are some cables down here, so you just lift that up and just put that to the side. Be careful not to sort of rip those cables. So just gently rest it to the side, and now we have our SSD screw right here. Just a single screw here holding the SSD in. So you just want to take that one out. Okay, so we have our SSD screw out. Set that to the side. Now it's going to lift itself up. Now you can pretty much just pull this gently, and now we have our SSD out of our AYN Loki Max. So now here's the original, and here is the 1 terabyte drive we're going to be upgrading it with. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you can just put this SSD straight in there if you would like, and then go through the whole process of trying to set it up. But I don't think you should do that. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend cloning this drive onto this drive, just so you have all your drivers, make sure you have all your software, and you don't have to start fresh, because at this point in time, currently, there's not an easy way to get all of the drivers and things that you need for the Loki Max. So what I suggest is to clone this device, and for our purposes today, we're going to be using a SSD cloning tool. It's a way to clone it easily. You could do it with software, But this way I find it to be a much more seamless process. You can just put both your SSDs in here and you can clone them, and it's going to give you an exact copy of the drive. So pretty much just put your drives in there. I'll leave a link for this specific cloner, but any SSD cloner will pretty much do. So you just put your drive in here, put both of the drives in, and pretty much it's just one button press and it's going to clone the drives. Okay, so once you have both your drives in here, it's pretty much just a single button press, and then it's going to clone the original drive over into the other drive. So that's pretty much how you do that. I'm not going to do it now because I already cloned it, so I don't want to overwrite the data. But if you use an external cloning device, just follow the instructions. It's pretty simple. Put both your drives in there, press the button, it's going to clone it over, and then you have a complete clone of your drive. So then once we do that, we're going to take this out of the cloner. Once it's finished cloning, then we put it back into the Loki Max, put it in there, make sure it's pushed all the way in, but don't force it, just push it in gently, and then put our screw on there. All right, so we have our new SSD in place. We have the screw, and you have to screw that too tight, just put it in there just so that it's secure. Now we're just doing the process in reverse. Put the fan back in, then you can reposition this little thermal padding tape here. All right, so we have the tape back on. Now you can put your two fan screws back in there. Okay, we have our two fan screws back in there now. Now we can start putting the back cover back on. So pretty easy process, just we're just doing it all in reverse. So we just get the back cover here, and I like to start from the top because the top has the power button and the volume button. So just start at the top. That's the best way I found to do this. Make sure you have these buttons pretty much lined up it up with the buttons on the top here. Then you just start to press it into place. So go all the way around the device, snapping it into place here. Okay, so once it's snapped into place all the way around, you can go ahead and put your screws back in. So you have 4 screws, go ahead and put those back in. Okay, so we have all 4 of our screws back in the device. So now we are pretty much done with this upgrade. Go ahead and turn it back on. Your new drive has been cloned, so you don't have to worry about setting up Windows and everything like that again. But if you did a fresh install, then just follow the steps for setting up a new Windows device. And there you go. We are now upgraded to a 1 terabyte SSD. And yeah, it's pretty easy process. Only 4 screws, and I think it's a total of 7 screws. So 4 on the outside, 2 on the fan, and 1 on the SSD. So yeah, that is how you upgrade the SSD on the AYN Loki Max. And yeah, there you go. So now you have a 1 terabyte Loki Max. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. Hope this was easy to understand. Leave a comment down below if you have any additional questions, anything else you want to know more about. Leave a comment below. I'll make sure to get back to you guys. And also leave a comment of what you want to see next. I'm trying to just make as much helpful content on the Loki Max as possible, because like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't see any video on how to upgrade the SSD storage here. So there's not a lot of people making videos on this particular device. So let me know in the comments below if you have anything that you want to see, and I'll try my best to make it happen. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Share this if it's helpful. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.